Hi everyone, this is my Dodge Caravan 2005. A couple of days ago I got the engine light went on, and the code on the engine light was P0480, which when I googled it up on internet was a code for the cooling electrical system. So the first step that I have to go through is actually the easiest, is check if the fuse is still okay. So the fuse on my Dodge Caravan 2005 is actually located right next to the battery. So the fuse box is called the IPM Fuse and Relay Center. And to open it, it's very simple. There's a tab here which you have to push in at the same time as you push in this tab, and this whole cover here comes off. And inside we'll have the fuses, and on the actual lid that you see here, you actually have the name of each fuse and what circuit they're in. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up. The fuse box with the lid removed. Notice you see all the fuses there, as well as some relays. Lid is right here, and if you notice on the lid, you'll see that it has an etching of all the fuses and relays, and it matches the placement of the fuses on the fuse box itself. If we look carefully here on the right side, you'll see a 40 amp rad fan. It's hard to tell because it's black on black, but it's written 40A rad fan. So that's the fuse for the radiator fan. So that's the first step that you can check, which is an easy check. And if we go back to the fuse box here, the actual fuse we're talking about is this one here. Word of caution: it's always better to unplug your battery before you start messing with the electrical system. So if I pull this out here, just wiggle it out. I hooked this up to an actual ohm meter, put the two prongs in here, and I got a reading of 0 ohms, which means that the fuse is okay. So unfortunately it wasn't the fuse, so the next step will actually be to check the relay itself. And there we go. So just put the lid back, put it back on top like this, and make sure it clicks back in place. So next video I'll show you how to check the relay. Alright, so the second step that I had to verify here was the actual relay for the fan. In order to get access to it, because it's located between the radiator here and the actual front this front plastic grill, and if you see right there, you can see that rusted spot here. That's actually where it goes, and it's there's a rivet that holds it there. In my case, it actually fell off. It was hanging loose by the wire. The harness is right here. This is the actual harness that the relay was connected to. And the relay itself is right here. So this is what it looks like on the Dodge Caravan 2005. It's connected to this relay here, and this was actually seated down there. It fell off, and you can tell that the casing is cracked also here. Got a lot of junk in there. So this is the part that needs to be replaced. In order to get access to that, what I did, and I don't know if there's easier ways, but what I found to be an easy way to gain access to it was to remove this little plastic part here, which is basically just a cover. And if you see, it's just a cover that runs from one end to the other here, and it's actually simply screwed into this here. There's one of those plastic fasteners that goes here. On this side, same thing. There's screwed in here with a plastic fastener here, and it's screwed to these 4 holes right here on this plastic front here. So actually very easy to remove, and it gives you a very good access to the to mount it back there. So I removed it. To remove it, I actually just had to use a screwdriver to pry it off a bit, because it was sort of not glued on, but it was hard to remove. So that's basically it. So now I'm gonna head out to actually pick up the piece, and then I'll show you how to actually put the whole thing Here's the new relay for the fan. Just got that today. Sent me back $78. I found it at the Auto Napa Parts, and it's exactly like the old one here, except it's shiny. And it didn't come with the actual screw. I read somewhere that actually was a rivet that was holding this down. Mine broke off, so I don't have it anymore. And what I did is I went to a hardware store and I actually bought a screw to fit in there. And this is the screw I bought here. So this works fine. It's I don't even know the size. I think it's I'm not sure at all. So basically, I'm just gonna put this here after I connect it to the harness. Got a little groove here that falls into this hole. I can find it, and that's it. So there's the screw here that's actually sticking out. So I'm gonna have to take out this screw. I have little screw here. It's hard to tell, but it's actually sticking out. It looks like a head broke off, but it's on the side. So I'm gonna have to take that out. It's gonna be a pain in the butt in order to be able to put this in. Alright, I took out that little screw that was sticking out here that was preventing me from putting the new relay flat on this. Took that out, and now I'm gonna connect the new relay to the harness right here. So here's the new relay, and to make sure it's on the right side, you got two big prongs and two small ones. It only goes in one way anyways. So put this here, trying to do this one-handed, and there we go. So as it gets in, there. Now this should go in there. Get a little tab. There we go. Perfect. So now I'm gonna put in the screw right there. And that should hold it. I'll be right back. Here we are, and as you can tell, the new, it's out of focus, there's the new relay, the screw holding it in. So now I can go ahead and actually put this cover that was on top here, which right now is here. And actually, before we do that, we're going to go ahead and we're going to try to start it. If I get back in the car. Charging. And bingo, there it is. The engine light is not on anymore. See, and if I actually turn on the AC, they're not on yet, but eventually the fans should come on. They don't come on automatically. There we go. The fans just went on. So everything is good. I can go ahead and cover the put this piece back on here. I'm gonna go ahead and shut off the car. I just heard the fans go off. So this piece is very straightforward to put in. Just have to jimmy it in there. It goes under this, the lever too. There we go. It goes here, and it goes under this tab here. Here, push it back. So there we go. Goes under here, and that's it. So now all I gotta do is screw this back in, As I showed before, you have a screw here. You have a little plastic fastener that I actually bought a pack when I went and buy my my relay. I bought a pack of fasteners because the two that I took out here broke off. So what I have to do is replace them. Get the screws here, and that's pretty much it. I have to retighten the battery screw there because I took this out while I was changing the relay. So go ahead and do that. Alright, this cover is back in place. I said I put the new rivets here, not rivets, but those plastic fasteners. So I bought them in the same place I bought my relay. Put all the screws back in. Screw here, this one was missing. Screw here, screw, and fastener, and another screw. So there we go. It's back together. I retightened the negative from the battery. Make sure I didn't leave any tools in here, which I never put in here. Make sure this cover is tied in, and that's it. So as we saw before, the light went off, and I'm ready for our extremely hot weather, which actually is a very nice day today.